Welcome, curious minds. If you're involved in software development, that whole cycle of creating and maintaining tests can be a real grind.
Oh, absolutely. So much manual effort, time consuming.
Exactly. So today we're looking at how an autonomous AI agent is kind of shaking things up in that space. We found this one Diffblue cover over on AIagentstore.ai, which, is always a great spot for finding these sorts of tools.
Right.
And Diffblue cover's main thing is generating and maintaining Java unit tests automatically at scale and apparently with guaranteed accuracy. Sounds pretty game-changing.
It really is. And it's useful for a wide range of people: software devs, QA engineers, DevOps, Java specialists, test automation engineers, pretty much anyone touching Java code quality.
Okay, so let's unpack that a bit. How does it tackle this big challenge of regression tests? I see it uses reinforcement learning.
Yeah, reinforcement learning and also sandboxed execution. The goal is to create tests that are, one, deterministic, and two, compile correct.
Deterministic and compile correct. What does that actually guarantee for, the developer using it?
Great question. Deterministic means uh, basically the test always gives the same result for the same input. Super important for catching regressions reliably, right? No flaky tests.
Ah, okay. So no false alarms.
Precisely. And compile correct just means the test set writes, well, they actually compile. They slot right into your build process without causing syntax errors. It sounds basic, but it's crucial for automation.
Makes sense. And the reinforcement learning part. It learns from my code.
Exactly. It doesn't just apply generic templates. It analyzes your specific Java or Kotlin code, understands its behavior, and generates tests tailored to it. And the sandboxing means it checks the tests safely in isolation first.
So it's really learning the specific nuances. That's fascinating. And how does it fit into like a team's existing workflow?
That's another key strength. It integrates with common IDEs like IntelliJ and also directly into CI pipelines. And critically, it doesn't just generate tests once. It continuously adapts as your code changes.
Continuously adapts, so it keeps the tests up to date automatically.
Yes, which tackles that huge problem of test maintenance. The benefits are pretty clear. You boost your code coverage, you can deliver faster because testing isn't such a bottleneck, and this is a big one for many. It runs on-premise.
Right, the on-premise thing. So your proprietary code stays within your control.
Exactly. Huge for security and IP protection.
Yeah.
Think about legacy systems. Trying to build test suites for those manually. It's often just prohibitive. Diffblue makes it feasible.
That really does change the economics of testing, especially for older code bases. Now, something caught my eye. It lists an autonomy level of 86%. That sounds very specific. What does that mean in practice? Is there still a 14% gap?
Well, 86% autonomy is really high. It signifies that the AI handles the vast majority of the unit test generation without needing a human to step in. It analyzes the code, creates the tests, updates them when the code changes, integrates into the CI/CD. It does most of the heavy lifting independently.
So the remaining percentage isn't necessarily intervention required, but maybe optimization or edge cases.
Sort of, yeah. It's more about those very complex, abstract scenarios, or perhaps areas where a human might add a specific strategic insight. But for the bulk of day-to-day unit testing, the AI operates autonomously.
Okay, that clarifies it. So for someone thinking about using this, a developer, a QA manager, what are the main ways they'd actually put it to work? The key use cases?
Sure. Number one is just automatically generating comprehensive Java unit tests, maybe for code that has none. That's a huge time saver right there.
Just getting that baseline covered.
Exactly. Then there's maintaining and updating existing tests as the code evolves, preventing test rot. Integrating this autonomous testing right into the CI/CD pipeline is another big one.
Making testing continuous, almost invisible.
Right. And all of this leads to improved code coverage and quality with much less developer effort. And again, that on-premise execution for securing code is often a key driver.
We've covered the what and how, but what's the word from the community? What are developers actually saying about it?
The feedback seems quite positive, especially around time savings. Developers report it genuinely cuts down the time spent writing those repetitive unit regression tests.
The ones that capture the current behavior.
Yes, precisely those. Which makes them really good for spotting when a change accidentally breaks something, catching regressions. It's also praised for getting projects with poor test coverage off the ground quickly.
Giving them a solid starting point. I can see the appeal. That's potentially thousands of hours saved.
Absolutely. And just for completeness, it is a paid tool It's closed source, and you see it used a lot in software development shops, QA teams, DevOps environments, and generally in enterprise software settings.
So wrapping this up, what does this mean for you, the listener? I think tools like Diffblue Cover really highlight how these autonomous agents are starting to streamline workflows and genuinely boost code quality.
Yeah, it makes you think about how AI can shift development practices, moving past simple automation towards, well, true autonomy in certain tasks.
It definitely prompts a rethink of how we approach testing.
It does. We're seeing software engineering evolve.
Yeah.
These highly autonomous tools are becoming partners in building better software faster and more reliably. It's quite an exciting time.
Absolutely. If Diffblue Cover or other agents like it sound interesting, you should definitely explore more over at aiagentstore.ai.
Good place to browse.
Definitely. Well, thanks for tuning in, everyone. And if you found this useful, we'd really appreciate you taking a moment to rate the show.